Hello, my name is Karen, and this is the Libs challenge that is part of the HTML JavaScript Making Web Pages Interactive course on Khan Academy. And it is the last challenge of the events lesson, which is really cool. If you've made it this far, really good job. I'm super proud of myself for making it this far, and things are getting a little bit challenging, so stick with me and we can get through this. All right, so what's it telling us to do? Tell the story. This webpage has the start of a Mad Libs game. If you've never played it, that's a game where you fill in a bunch of blanks of different word types, and then a story is generated based on those words, and sometimes the story is surprisingly funny. In this step, you're going to finish the game logic in the event listener, find the value of each of the word inputs, and then write out a story that uses each of the values. Make sure you check the console for errors when you play the game. All right, so you're going to finish the game logic. All right, we have hint here. They've already done quite a bit of this for us. So it says in our hint, they have this variable, which is libit, and that gets a function. And inside the function, we have a story div, and that is holding the using the document.getElementById property. It's holding this element that has this story ID, which is this right here, and that's going to show up right here. Okay. And then it has all these variables which we're supposed to fill out, and I am assuming that those are the variables that hold the inputs of whatever we're going to put here. Okay, that's weird that that's already filled in with dog. That must be some interesting pre-filling that's going on in the background with my browser. I know that Chrome does that. But anyway, that I didn't do that. That's just there. Okay. So we have this function right here that's exactly the same as what they have here. Then we have this story div variable holding our span here, which paragraph. And then we have, this is where we're going to put our story. Okay. And that it changes the HTML, and that's where our story is going. Okay, this changes storydiv.inyourHTML changes this variable, changes the HTML of that. Okay, so according to our hint, we're going to need 3 more variables. I'm just going to put those out there, and find the value of each of the word inputs. Okay, so we have noun. That's our first input, and that has the ID of noun. Adjective, ID adjective. Someone's name, ID person. Okay, so var noun L gets document dot get element by ID, and the ID is noun. Okay, and then we have adjective L document dot get element by ID, and the ID of that one is adjective. These don't have to match, but they just do because it's descriptive and easy that way. All right, this one, let's see, someone's name, ID person. Okay, I'm going to say person, L equals document get element by ID person. Okay. Now it says, are you using the value of each of the word inputs in your generated story? Well, we haven't created our generated story yet, so yeah. All right, so here we have our text. So what they did in what Pamela did in her story was she did a mix of, in the last video, which was processing forms with events, she did a mixture of text and then the input of the events. So she said, hola, like Karen, or hola, Pamela. So we're going to do a mixture as well. So our story is and I'm going to add a space there because yeah, we need spaces after our words or else they'll be smushed together. The plus noun L plus the blank the blank. I'm taking way too long to do this. The blank asked the adjective L the adjective L plus where plus where to find the lost, and then we're gonna say someone's name, and that is personnel. Okay, cool. So, and then we want a period at the end. Plus, ooh, period. Okay. I think that works. The noun, the blank, asks the blank where to find the lost blank. Okay. Why is this not working? It says, are you using the value of each of the word inputs in your generated story? Noun L, adjective L, person L. Oh, you know what? Pamela talked about this. There's one thing that could be wrong with this. These all look like they match, by the way, the spelling and everything. Noun L, adjective L, person L. But Pamela said in the last video that you need to add value to these because you don't want to refer to the entire object. You only want to refer to the object value. So I'm going to say value. Ah, haha. All right, and let's see. So the dog, bright, and my name. Okay, Libs. The dog asks the bright where to find the lost Karen. That did not work at all. I cannot grammar apparently. Also, I didn't. These two were put together because I didn't put a space there. So if we put a space right there, that would be an issue. So at least we have words in our sentence, but it doesn't make any sense. Ask the blank. Okay, we need dog. Ask the big Karen. The dog asks the big where to find the lost Karen. Okay, so none of our words are concatenated together, at least. Which I'm just gonna say that is a fancy way to say smushed. If you know what concatenated means, I think you'll agree with me. But this doesn't make any sense, but that's fine. We're not here to learn grammar. We're here to learn how to code, and I think we did it. So awesome job. We passed this challenge, and congratulations if you passed it on your own. Thanks so much for watching, and these challenges are getting a lot more tricky to me anyway, but we're almost to the end, so I'm super excited about that, and I'll see you in the next challenge.